Tortillas and Lullabies by Lynn Reiser. Illustrated by Corazon Valientes. Who is in the story? A great-grandmother, a grandmother, a mother, a girl and her doll. What is this story about? What families do. Chapter 1. Tortillas. My great-grandmother made tortillas for my grandmother. My grandmother made tortillas for my mother. My mother made tortillas for me. And I made tortillas for my doll. Every time it was the same, but different. Chapter 2. Flowers. My grandmother gathered flowers for my great-grandmother. My mother gathered flowers for my grandmother. I gathered flowers for my mother. And my doll gathered flowers for me. Every time it was the same, but different. Chapter 3. Washing. My grandmother washed a dress for my grandmother. My grandmother washed a dress for my mother. My mother washed a dress for me. And I washed a dress for my doll. Every time it was the same, but different. Chapter 4. Lullabies. My great-grandmothers sang a lullaby to my grandmother. My grandmother sang a lullaby to my mother. My mother sang a lullaby to me. And I sang a lullaby to my doll. And every time it was the same. The end.